Good afternoon if you're joining us. You're watching live either on Facebook or on the YouTubes. Do say hello in the comments. And if you're watching over on the YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button, ring a ding the ding-a-ling bell, and hit the subscribe button too so that you get notified when we do these. Going to be bringing some exciting news about speed increases in Who, and we're going to share with you some other ways that you can make massive bank, that you can start profiting with this. Honestly, Kurt and I have got so many ideas for ways we can make money with this. We can't do all of them, so we just keep sharing them with you, and it's good to see that some of you are running with them too. Action takers, money makers. Monday the 13th of November, if you're watching live, do say hello in the chat. Because we'd love to say a quick hello to you, but once we get in the flow of things, we're probably not going to pay too much attention. Although we will be looking out for questions. Anything holding you back? Anything you want to know? Anything you're going, oh, I want to do this, but I'm not sure how? Let us know. We'll try and help you.
That's just some good music. That's all.
It is some good. I love that music. It's nice and jazzy and chill, and
yeah, makes you feel good.
Good vibe to it. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or good night, depending on where in the world you may be tuning in from. I see Donald is in the house. Hi, Donald.
What's up, Donald?
Super excited, by the way, that Donald is looking to do some listings on Fiverr using Who, something I talked about in an earlier live, and I said, please, if someone doesn't do it, I'm going to have to, because I just want through it. And Donald, seriously, reach out, any questions, anything we can help you with, because we do have some ideas on Fiverr, because we will, as I say, we wanted someone to do it. We've got all these ideas, not enough time is the truth, because we can produce the content super fast now. Then it's what we do with it, and we're going Gumroad here and Warrior Plus here and this here and this here. And I think it's important you don't spread yourself too thin, and we want to encourage you guys to do different things and then give us that feedback. We would love to use you as a testimonial to say, hey, this person went from nothing to this just by making a Fiverr listing and using Who. This person went from nothing to a #1 bestseller on Kindle. This person's built a list of 4,000 people in 2 weeks because of Who. We want those stories. So we will break our necks. We will go over and above what should be expected of us to help any of you who reach out and ask for help. Now, obviously, this isn't mentoring. This isn't coaching. We do that separately. And if you want that sort of level, we can talk to you. But when it comes to general things, like if you want us to look over your listing, throw it our way, let us look it over. If you've got questions, get them in the Who group. You'll see we're super active in there. The moment a question is raised, within 24 hours, one of us or both of us have replied to it.
Right.
So, we really want to see you guys succeed with this. That is the most important thing. But the news today that we want to talk about, and I'll hand over to Kurt for this really, because he can explain it better than I can, because he deals with all the techie behind the scenes gooby goo. But basically some massive speed increases.
Yes, we have switched over to the new Turbo 3.5, the 1106 version, which by default is also 16K, which is great. We didn't wait until the December 11th rollover. We went ahead and switched it over, and I'm going to share my screen now. And of course, let me bring this up. So right now I am writing a book, and this one is about Golden Dreams, A Journey to Wealth and Glory. And you're going to notice once it gets over to 4.3, we'll just do a simple count to see how long it takes to write from one subchapter to the next. And then you can pretty much calculate that out. We're able to, the articles I was having written, the blog posts were one.
All right, I'll set a stopwatch going so we don't have to count.
There we go. I was able to do the articles individually, and it took just maybe 8 to 10 seconds each article. It's already done.
One's already 12 seconds.
12 seconds per subchapter. So you're looking at about a minute per chapter. So it's getting a book written in about 10 minutes if it's 10 chapters long.
Yeah. That is about 5-6 times faster than it was.
Yes.
A book used to take an hour.
So everything being done is around 35-40 minutes now using 3.5 turbo.
Less than half what it used to be.
Right. And then, of course, we still have to do a little bit more of the background end of combining it up and putting it into a zip file for you, which takes about 5-10 minutes as well. So we've got that.
So I've noticed that since we upgraded our servers, which are what handle the zipping up, that's got a lot quicker. It used to be, I mean, obviously, if there's 100 of you all using Who at once, it's going to take 10 minutes. But it used to take 10 minutes all the time. Now, normally within 30 seconds, 40 seconds, that zip file is ready, is in the settings thing ready to download. I don't even wait for the email now. I go in the settings and just wait and hit refresh, and it appears.
The speed is dramatic. The change in it. Started watching it a little bit this weekend before it went live, and I'm like, yeah, this is something we need to take live as soon as we can. So told the dev, go ahead and make it live. There was an issue, which we've already resolved, and it was throwing like 3 or 4 commas in HTML in there. We found it, cleared it up, and that's already been resolved as well. The other nice part is it's returning what's called JSON information to us, which makes it a lot easier for us to extract the information. It's a lot cleaner. It's a lot easier for us to work with. So that is a huge plus for future development at the same time. Now you're going to notice that it's stuck here on 6.2. I'll tell you why. We are utilizing the newer API. So every once in a while, it'll say, wait a minute, we need to let other people get on. But remember, we retry up to 10 different times. Boom. Now we're going on to 6.3.
Yeah. We have built in necessary pauses for the API.
Right.
Because otherwise, you end up getting back a blank book and it thinks it's done it when it hasn't.
Right.
And we've not had any of that. Donald says he's planning a PLR pack on Warrior Plus. Should we include a text file for the book in the PLR pack and the PLR terms file? I mean, if yes, you probably should. It's up to you. Quite honestly, on the last ones I've done, I've put the terms and conditions really clearly on the sales page because that's where people look anyway.
Right.
And I don't really worry about putting it in the file because I'm lazy. But obviously, it's a 2-minute job to make a text file and include it.
What we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be creating a Word doc. And the Word doc is going to have links to videos showing the user how we edit the file And then, of course, they can edit and add their own words and content into it or context into it. And then, of course, how to add their own disclaimer, et cetera, et cetera. Just goes a little bit more into detail. And then, of course, yes, we're going to be including terms into that Word doc as well, making one file that you add to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Incidentally, another little tip for any of you watching over on Facebook, I would recommend you do also subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We have been taking these live workshops, editing them down. So the hour-and-a-half one on Warrior Plus the other day is now edited to an hour, and that is available on YouTube. So it's a bit quicker to go through. We speed up a few things and chop out some of the pauses. And we're doing that with several of the videos. So they will be listed on YouTube. So if there's video live that you've missed, rather than having to sit through, say, an hour and a half live, you get it down to 45 minutes to an hour. If it was an hour live, it'll probably be half an hour to, depending. We're obviously making sure we don't chop any value out. We're keeping all the value in. So do subscribe on YouTube, hit the notify on there as well, and you'll get notified whenever an edited version of a video goes up. So anything that you've missed or anything you want to recap on, rather than recap through the original hour-and-a-half live workshop, watch the edited version. You're not missing anything of value. We just cut gaps out where we were waiting for things to happen and we weren't talking very much. So that's all been chopped out.
So I'm just going to look through this book real quick. And it's looking good so far.
So I also, while we're looking at this, I'd like to address a couple of other things that we've seen. Obviously, any questions that come up in our Facebook group, any concerns that come up in our Facebook group, we are going to discuss. And I'm not going to mention anyone by name. Someone in the Facebook group made a comment about, it's a bit pricier than I realized or something, my pension won't stretch to it and this sort of thing. And I completely get that, right?
Yes.
Let's face it. Most
people live on fixed incomes. We understand.
Most people, yeah. And most people that are on that sort of fixed income often get into the mindset of it's costing me money. If that's the mindset you go in with, that's exactly what it will do, right? That's probably why you've bought hundreds of products and not taken action on them. You see it as spending money. You've got to stop seeing it like that. You've got to swap your head and start thinking like a business person. So here's the thing. And I did make a post in the Facebook group and say this. If anyone in our Facebook group was to take any one of the free trainings we've done on this and do what we did and do it consistently for a month, 2 months, whatever, you will be making way more than you're investing, not spending on your Who thing. This is the thing. But if you buy it and don't use it, or you buy it and write 100 books and never make any of them available for sale, of course you're not going to make any fucking money. That stands to reason, right? But this is why mindset is I think is 90% of becoming an internet marketer. The mindset that says I'm going to do one thing, be consistent and stick at it, and I'm going to do this. Yet most people don't stick at things long enough, and they get to the cusp of where they push the ball up the hill, they push the rock up the hill, they're almost over the top, and they've just got to go that little bit more, and the ball will start rolling and getting its own momentum, and they give up, let the ball roll backwards, and they're back to nothing. Don't do that. Really commit and do this. Decide watch it. Don't buy Who yet, right? Watch the trainings that we're dropping for free and think, which one can I do? I could do that. That's easy. And then do it. And then do it consistently for 30 days, 60 days. You will be making money. I honestly don't see how anyone can fail. I'm even trying to prove it in the things I'm doing. Like the stuff I've released on Gumroad, I deliberately put on one of my other accounts that doesn't really have any traction. And I'm making money. Because I've got buy buttons out there. The amount of money you make is solely dependent on the number of buy buttons you have in existence out
Absolutely,
there.
that's exactly right.
My big question to anyone saying, I can't afford this, I can't do that, how many buy buttons do you have out there live on the internet right now?
Right.
I couldn't tell you how many I've got. It's in the thousands. I still make money from stuff I released 8 years ago that sat on some obscure server, and occasionally someone buys it because it's evergreen, right? You know, and I've got other stuff that was a bit more time sensitive and is still out there, doesn't do anything anymore. That's okay. You play the game. This enables you to release product after product after product after product. You could do a PLR launch a week on Warrior Plus. Well, in fact, we're going to prove it, because that's exactly what we're doing. The first one is going live this Thursday.
Right.
I'm launching it on my Warrior Plus account. The following Thursday, Kurt will launch one, or the following week. I'm not going to say Thursday, but the following week, Kurt will launch one. The week after that, I'm launching another one. We were going to do one a week each, and we thought, we don't want to flood it that much, for there's room for everyone anyway. And we want some of you guys to do this. But it seems sometimes the only way we can prove to you that this is worth doing is if we're doing it. So we will, and we'll show you our results. You know, this is what we've been doing all the time. We've shown you screenshots inside Gumroad of the hundreds of dollars that have been made with virtually no effort. We've shown you screenshots of everything we've done in Warrior Plus and what we're doing. And when that goes live and starts making sales, we'll show you the screenshots of the results. You know, and we'll always be honest with you about how much promotion we did. Some of those Gumroad products I put up, I only have promoted on Gumroad. I have not mailed my list. One of them, I did mail my list. I'm always open about what I do and everything and how we're doing it. Because otherwise people sit and say, oh, it's all right for you. You've got a list. Yeah. How do you think I got the list? Because here's a shocker for you, right? There is no such thing as a list, Perry. No one came to me in the year 2000 something and went, here, Andy, have a list of 3,000, 4,000, 8,000 people and mail them and make money. I built that list from nothing. And how did I do it? By creating free products, which you can do with Who in no time, and giving them away with a squeeze page. The same thing I do today in 2023 that I was doing back in the year 2000. The same thing. You want to do the Gumroad route and you've got no audience, start listing free PLR on Gumroad. You'll get people flocking for it. And then as soon as you've got them in your audience, now you start introducing stuff with it's discounted and not free. And you mail those people and they start buying it. And that's how you build a list and a following. And then you say to them, hey, do you know other people that might want this? You can earn 50% by being an affiliate. And then you build your own affiliate army as well. You can do this from scratch on Gumroad. It'll cost you nothing, only on what you sell. They give you a blog platform, a mailing list platform, an easy way of listing things for sale and getting buy buttons up there. It's a complete e-commerce solution, and they give you an affiliate system.
It just takes time. It takes a little bit of effort. Follow the steps we're outlining. Take them step by step. Try it out.
And this is the thing, if we sound passionate, it's because we fucking are. Anyone can do this. We've taken away nearly all the excuses. This thing even writes sales copy for you, for goodness sake. Oh, I'm no good at copy. You don't have to be. Writes the email sequence too. Can you copy and paste? You can make loads of money.
There's too much copy and pasting going on. That's an inside joke. Ask us later. Matter of fact, if you want to, ask us in the comment section. We'll tell you in the next live. Or we'll just tell you in the actual comment. But yes, all it takes is just a little bit of your effort, a little bit of your time. We understand your time is precious. Why do you think that we made a one-click solution? We understand your time is precious. We also show you and teach you how to edit the books quickly, easily, fast, efficiently. And then how to efficiently either upload them to Kindle, upload them up to Warrior Plus, Gumroad. Give us some other platforms that you work with. We'll start doing videos on those too.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we want you to sell your products. These are your books that you're creating. These are your products that you're creating. Earn from it. I understand Donald's going to be working on Fiverr.
Yeah, and he's also going to do a PLR pack on Warrior Plus, and he's saying he's going to do one a week, which is superb.
That's it. That is it. You start getting one a week and you let everyone know and who this is what it is. Get your affiliate links here. You're going to start getting some other followers to promote your books or promote your PLR packs. It may also spur them saying, hey, this is actually quite nice. Hey, Donald, here's my pack. Would you promote it? Oh, and then someone else, hey, here's my pack. Would you guys promote it? And it's amazing what can happen when you get a few people all creating packs and you're gilding and building up each other at the exact same time. Yeah.
Love it. Love this action taking. This is what it's about. Got the domain, got the site set up, sales page is already templated.
There we go.
There you go. And again, for anyone that says, I'm no good with sites, no good with, we gave you the template. It's in the, well, if you're a member of Who, it's in the members area. We gave you the nice page template and we gave you it in HTML. It's there.
Just got to do it.
It's there.
You just
and if that's not good enough for you, hit me up. I can send you a link to what will be a live page, because it's the one launch I'm doing Thursday. You can go to that. If you're a Convertri user and you've got the page importer, you can just import my page into Convertri and change it. If you've got any other system that pulls in a live page off the web, let me know. I'll give you a link to a live page with a sample sales thing on it. And you are free to import it and use it. We are trying to give you everything we can on, that you need on top of Who to make money in hundreds of different ways, because honestly, the sky is the limit. We had this idea 9 years ago and it couldn't be done because the tech didn't exist. And
it was being done, but someone much better than we are. And he wasn't letting anyone else do it.
Yeah, and we tried all sorts of things. We had hundreds of attempts at trying to do stuff. There you go. Donald has already copied our pages into OptimizePress and says if anyone uses OptimizePress and wants them, hit him up. He'll let you have a copy of the template. And this is lovely. Who members helping Who members? Absolutely love it.
That's community right there, plain and simple.
Yeah. And if you end up building it in something else because you've got a preferred page builder and you would want to share the template, feel free to do so. We'd love that. It's the more help, the better. We've done it in NicePage because that's what we use more than anything else. My secondary page builder is Convertri, although I don't pay for the page importer anymore. Because nowadays, if I see a page I like, I go, how can I recreate that in NicePage quickly? And I just find a way of doing it.
Right.
But, and the other thing is that page template we gave you is nice and basic and simple. You could enhance it loads. You don't need to. In fact, the launch I am doing on Thursday is exactly what you saw me build the other night on the live. And if you haven't seen that, you can watch the video in YouTube. There's an edited version. You can see us go start to finish. It took us 90 minutes in real time. And we were chatting and we were, Kurt kept going, your 10 minutes gone already and I hadn't even started. And I'm going, yeah, there's no rush. I knew we had it in the bag, right? I knew. Oh, yeah. So it's, but we edited that down. And so the actual video now is about an hour long and that covers absolutely everything we did of any importance, including editing the book, listing it on Warrior Plus, getting around the irritations for Warrior Plus where it doesn't quite work, doing all the linking up, what you have to do next. Everything was covered in that video. In fact, somebody reached out to me having watched it and went, I paid $97 for a course on listing on Warrior Plus and it wasn't as good as that.
There you go. The training that we're giving is because we want you to be successful, plain and simple. If you need further training, you want more direction, reach out to us.
Please. Yeah. Your success is our success with Who.
Absolutely, it is.
We would love to have your testimonial on our sales page. We would love to have your testimonial. We would love to have a case study of yours that we can put up. I'd love to have case studies on the website as well. We've already got a wall of fame for anyone that lists on Kindle. We're going to create one for other things as well. So we'll be advertising your products from our website. because people that go through are going to get into it. Not everyone. We're seeing a lot of traffic to the Who website, and because it's specialist, obviously the conversion rate compared to the blanket traffic we're sending is small. But people are going through all the pages and reading it and looking, and they are clicking through on those links. So you never know. You might get an extra Kindle download or two. You might get 2 or 3 Gumroad sales out of it. Help us help you. But above all, take action. Please take action. Do what Donald here is doing. Donald has gone, I'm committing to doing this. I'm going to do it. He's already got the things done. And if he needs any help, we are there to help him, and we are here to help you too. If there's training you need, if there's something you're not sure. Now, if you come to us with some really obscure thing that I can't tell you how to build a funnel in ClickFunnels. I don't own ClickFunnels. I've never used ClickFunnels in my life. But you know what? We can probably find someone in the group that has. But as many platforms as we can give you help with, if the other one I'll tell you now up front, I'm not going to do is JVZoo, because I just find that platform too complicated and convoluted. It is such a ball ache to do a listing on there now. It went from being really easy and intuitive to just being horrible, and it hasn't got any better. So, if somebody desperately wants some JVZoo training, I can probably point you in the right direction and point you to some people, but I'm not the person to teach that. But Gumroad, did you still?
We may be able to get a specific doctor.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. This is the thing. And also, we won't bullshit you. If we don't know, we'll tell you we don't know. But we are pretty well connected. Kurt and I have been doing this stuff a long time. And so normally, I had someone the other day who was like, do you know about Facebook ads? And I go, no, because I haven't done them in a few years. I stopped doing them. They weren't cost effective in my niches. Right. But you know what? I knew a person that does, and I was able to connect them. So, if I can't help you, if Kurt can't help you, we probably know somebody that can. I mean, I can't guarantee the help they give you will be free, but a lot of them will give you a little bit of advice for nothing. But, some of them might go, yeah, I've got a book on it, or yeah, I've got a course on it, or yeah, but we can send you in the right direction. I think that's it. That's all we really wanted to cover. But seriously, if you've not built a book using Who in the last 48 hours, go try one and see the speed.
Yes.
It's now, it really is easy to get these churned out faster than ever. That is it for today, though. That is it for the live. It's been good to be here. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, concerns, you know where to ask, right in the Who group on Facebook or in the comments if you're watching on the YouTube. And if you are on YouTube, please don't forget to hit that subscribe, the notify bell, and like as well, because that really helps. Our YouTube channel is building nicely, and that is thanks to you, and we love and appreciate you all for that. We'll see you next time.
Adios.